Okay, so if you come into a comfy seated posture, and quite handy to have a block or to prop up, or a really good one actually, because we're going to breathe. If your knees are okay with it, it's really nice to sit kneeling, but that is quite a strong flexion on the knees. Putting a cushion underneath does help, or cross-legged, or whatever's comfortable for you. And if you place one hand on your chest, the other hand on your belly, close the eyes and see if you can begin to drop your awareness down into your body. And as you become more conscious of the body, see if it's possible to soften the body, particularly around the shoulders, particularly in the face, the jaw. And then become aware of the breath. And start to breathe a little bit more deeply than you would do normally. In yoga, it's ultimately a practice for calming the mind. So even though we work with the body in hatha yoga, physical yoga, the ultimate purpose of yoga is to calm the waves of the mind. What in yoga terms in Sanskrit are called chitta-vrittis. And this is the tendency of the mind to fluctuate and think about lots of different things all the time, all the time. So one of the most effective ways for calming the chitta-vrittis, reducing these waves of the mind fluctuating, is to align the thoughts in the mind with the breath. And when the breath becomes steady and controlled, the mind also begins to settle as well. So if you focus your awareness on the breath, and as you inhale, slowly and gently begin to deepen the breath and expand your belly, hold the breath in for a moment, and then making a gap through your lips as you exhale, just gently blow the air through your lips. Pause for a moment or two before slowly inhaling through nose again, expanding in the belly. Hold the breath in, and then imagine you're going up a step and take in a little bit more oxygen. And hold. And again, softly blow the air through your lips. Final time, take a slow, very, very deep breath in through the nose, expanding your belly. Hold the breath in. Hold a little bit longer. And as you blow through the mouth, just allow the arms, the hands to fall into your lap and release the air out. At the end of that long breath, if you close the lips, Allow the breath to be natural, free. We're going to gently lower the head and move the head in a clockwise circle really gently. Trying to find the path of least resistance, a nice comfy circle. Pause and reverse your circle the other way. And then next time the head lowers, pause for a moment before bringing your head into neutral. And we just move the shoulders in circles. Again, you could do it. It's nice to do all of these with the eyes closed, actually. Just helps to deepen connection with the body. So in yoga terms, what we call pratyahara, which is withdrawing of the senses. So we're withdrawing from the eyesight, going inwards. And reverse your shoulders. And then one shoulder forward, other one back. And reverse sides. And then relax. And we float the hands out in front. Maybe give the fingers a wriggle. The thumbs. Maybe a squeeze and release. And then a few circles with the wrists one way. The opposite way. Little up and down movement. And then relax the wrists and the hands and soften the elbows, just let the hands shake out. Take the hands up to the top, to the sides. Okay, so let's do a little bit of warming up on the legs. If you ease your legs out in front of you, if they've, like mine have got a bit numb, sat in the evening, so maybe give the feet a little bit of a rub. And we just do some really simple movements here with the hands out to the sides, beginning with the toes, just sort of scrunching toes up and releasing them a little bit there. Maybe wriggle them if you can, it's a bit weird. And then circular movements. Both ways. We do a little forward and back. And then relax. And if you bend the right knee and support the back of the leg with interlaced fingers. And you can, so it's quite nice to use the breath on this one. You sort of inhale the knee in, exhale, begin to extend the leg. And if the hamstrings are all tight, keep the knee soft. Otherwise, some people will be straightening. It's good to really go easy. Just inhaling back, exhale forwards. It's not as slow as our Vinyasa Krama movements that we're going to be doing in a moment. And then like a propeller with the lower part of the leg. Both directions. And then keep the leg raised, let it go and travel up to the hip, straighten the leg a little bit more. That's quite hard. Both directions. Oh, feeling that one tonight. And then relax. So bending left leg, interlacing the back of the leg, inhaling in. Exhale, extend. Good sequence for the knees, this one. And then we do a circle there. Opposite way. We're letting it go to travel up to the hip. And then reverse. Okay, and extend and relax. So now we're going to cross the legs, hands on the knees, sit nice and tall. And this is another good one to use the breath on. Again, it's not as slow breathing, slow movements as Vinyasa Krama, but it's nice to do it. So we inhale, sit nice and tall, lift the chest, you turn towards your right hand, right knee, and then we just exhale forwards and around. Inhale up and across. You can see I'm doing it very, very gently, but you know, you may have more range than I do, you may be going a bit further forward. But what's really nice, again, is to close your eyes, connect with your body, connect your movement in your body with your breath. And once you've made that connection, see if you can really relax into the movement. So you're relaxing in your shoulders, you're relaxing in your face. The arms are quite soft. And the movement of the body and the breath, it just kind of carries you along. Let's try the other way. So next time you come up, pause. Exhale forward around the other way. Again, see how relaxed you can be. And we're going to come up and pause for a moment with the eyes closed. Just notice how you feel. So you're probably feeling the energy moving around a little bit, hopefully beginning to warm up. We'll do a few kriyas and then we're going to get into our Vinyasa Krama. So if you bring your wrists on your knees with your palms facing towards the sky or ceiling, and we'll do the Kapalabhati, just 20 pumping breaths. So quite strong exhalations through the nose. You can sort of scrunch the face up to try and get rid of any mucus there. Each time you pump out, there's a strong contraction in the abdomen. So you're getting dynamic pumping action going. So let's do 20 together. With a fairly steady pace, deep inhale. And a long exhale to finish. Now we take the right hand up into Vishnu Mudra. So fist, 2 fingers into the thumb, thumb ready to close the right nostril. As you inhale deeply, bring it up. Closing right nostril, 20 pumps left. Long exhale. Pause. Do blow out at any time if you need to. And do the other side, right hand in the Vishnu Mudra. Deep breath in, bring it up. Close your left nostril with your ring finger and blast through right. long exhale. Relax for a moment, have a blowout if you need to. And we'll do the steam train. So we start with a slow alternate pump. So we inhale both. I'll just demo briefly. Releasing the thumb, it's a blast through the right, in right, close, blast left, and so on. And we'll do that for about 20 seconds. And then I'm going to invite you to go as fast, building up to your maximum fast speed. So you'll be here, and you'll be going sort of. Okay, faster, 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 and then gradually slow it down again. So I'm not going through full demo because I know you guys who are doing it with me live have done this loads of times already. If you're watching on record, then maybe go back to some of the previous classes for a bit more info on this one. So let's just get stuck in. Don't worry about how fast you can go, just build up to your comfy max. Right hand Vishnu Mudra. We'll start together. Deep inhale, bring it up. Close both. And then blasting out right. In right. Close, blast left. In left. Close, blast right. Keep it going. Now start to go faster. Get faster. 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 Fast as you can for the next 10 seconds. Now very gradually begin to slow it down. And slower. And slower. And slower. So really slow now, slower than you were at the beginning of the exercise. And you're going to finish on your next breath in through the left. Take a really slow, deep inhale through the left. Hold the breath, close both the nostrils and draw the chin slightly down in Jalandhara Bandha and hold the breath in for a while. Release the nose. Bring the chin back to neutral and then breathe normally. There's the cat. See how you feel. Let's do the lion breath. We'll do it in standing. So you come up to stand anyhow you like. I'll put the lights on a bit more, I think. So we're going to go for 20 pumps again. Why not? Long exhale at the end. You guys will know this. We inhale up. It's a big lion, releasing breath down, bending at the knees, folding forwards. I like to rest my arms here so that when I get down here, it's really comfortable. Notice how bent the knees are, so my hamstrings aren't struggling at all here. Get everything out, and then I hold it out and stop breathing. We hold the breath out for as long as we comfortably can. And if you get to the end of your hold and you feel like you need to breathe again, if you do a swallow, you'll be able to hold that a little bit longer. Okay, so let's go for 20 pumps, deep breath in. Long exhale. Deep inhale, reaching up. Take the tongue out, the eye gaze to forehead for a big lion breath down. If you feel dizzy when you come up, looking down helps. We're going to do it one more time. This time, we're going to go down to 10 pumps to start. And those of you who know this practice already, I'm going to invite you guys, if you want to, you could do the Ujjayi breath on the pump. So it's a, rather than here, it's here. But don't force it. So it's just a slight closure. And then if you know how to, when you get down here, come up to Uddiyana Asana. So lift the chest, straighten the arms, fingers turn in, and then you could either suck the abdomen in for Uddiyana Bandha, if you know that practice, or if you're familiar with Agnisara Kriya, you would begin to pump the abdomen. If you're watching this on record and you've no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Just repeat the first stage that we just did, but we're only on 10 pumps now, okay? So let's go for it. I'm going to do it with Ujjayi, and I'm going to do it with Bandha, okay? So you can sort of see what I'm doing if that helps. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Let's go for it. Quite nice to massage the abdomen here, so the palms go one on top of the other. We start on the right side, we come up on the right side, cross to the left, down the left side, and you get that circle going there. Quite nice. And another good move after is a little lumbar circle, just to free up your lumbar spine, get the energy moving through the body. And you could also, while we're here, it's quite nice to just do a little swing on the arm side to side, just a simple ragdoll twist. Okay, and then coming back to neutral, we're now going to begin our Vinyasa Krama practice, which is the lead sequence in Tadasana, the mountain posture. So we've done this quite a few times before. The full sequence is very, very long. I have got a handout I shared a while back, which I can share again if anyone wants it. If you do the full lead sequence, it does lead into some quite challenging asanas. So we're doing a short, abbreviated form. The system is quite flexible, so there is the allowance to do that. It's not like some systems where you have to do this, and this, and if you can't do this, you can't go any further. It's not like that at all. It's actually the Krishnamacharya who kind of brought this system into the public eye. He advocated adapting it to suit the individual rather than a blanket sequence that you have to do in a very prescribed way. But what is quite important, I feel, is the order of the spinal movement. So it makes a lot of sense to be doing back forward bend. Sorry, you do back bend, you do lateral flexion, you do twist, and you do forward bend. So the kind of main structure generally stays the same, but you can choose to omit those postures that are more challenging for you. So I'll do the one that we did last week, but I might add in a couple of extras from the full sequence just to give you a bit more of a challenge if you're up for it. Okay, so we begin in Tadasana, the mountain posture. In Vinyasa Krama, this is done with the feet together. And as always, we kind of spread the toes and try and really drop down into the feet. Sometimes helpful to have a little sway forward and back. And try and take your awareness right down into the ground. Imagine you're like a tree or a mountain. Here's mountain posture. And then lift up the shoulders, roll them back and down so the chest is nice and open. The palms go in, fingers are together, palms go in. And in most of these vinyasas and asanas, the chin is in a partial Jalandhara bandha, so it's just very slightly drawn down. And this helps to lengthen the back of the neck. I can't really do that while I'm looking at the screen, so if I'm not doing that, that's the reason why. Okay, so we'll start by standing tall. Let's close the eyes in the beginning and reconnect with the physical body again. Notice how it feels standing in this way. And take your awareness to the glottis, so the space between your vocal cords, and very slightly close that space so that you can just hear the sound of your own breath. But it isn't forced or strained in any way. That's a kind of a hollow sound. Now we're going to synchronize in. So let's begin to inhale together with Ujjayi now. Take a deep breath in. And a long exhale. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Now you open the eyes, we're going to move together our first vinyasa. Inhale, slowly raise the arms out to the sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Interlace and push up for 7. Press down into your feet. Hold the breath in for a moment. Release the hands and exhale, go wide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to inhale back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pushing up the 7. Exhaling, going wider. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you've all got it. Inhaling up. Exhale wide. It's all about these very slow, deep breaths. We turn the thumbs in. This time as you inhale, slowly begin to lift the arms out in front of you, all the way up. So at the end of that long inhale, you've got the palms of the head. So it's going to be straight back down, exhaling forwards and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And inhaling forwards and up. Slowly, slowly. So don't be in a rush. Push into the feet as you lift the arms up. We're going to exhale forwards and down. Inhale one more. Exhale. And we turn the palms out again. Inhale wide out to sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 as we push up. Now this time we keep the hands interlaced. Exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands towards the back of the head, the occipital region. It's quite hard to do this one with the breath because it's not a very big movement, but have a go. Inhale slowly up. And then exhale, bend. Inhaling up. Do one more time. Deep inhale to go up. Push into the feet, that's good. We're going to release the fingers and exhale wide. Now we have our first back bend. We're going to inhale, I'll turn around, but if you do it with me, inhale, wide arms up. And push upwards. And then we're going to exhale wide. We're going to bend the elbows halfway and fold the arms behind the back. Try and make a note of which way around you've got them. Now on the first one, I would keep the chin slightly lowered. You're just inhaling, carefully leaning back. Go easy. Exhale, ease off. Keep the arms where they are. Inhale, leaning back. Exhale, ease off. One more time. Exhale, ease off. And release the palms. Back down by your sides. We're going to inhale wide up again. Exhale wide. We're going to bend the elbows and fold the arms, ideally the opposite way. It's quite hard to tell. It doesn't matter too much. Now this time, have a go. Inhale, leaning back and maybe begin to lift the chin and look up. But if your neck doesn't like it, keep the chin lowered so you're looking straight ahead. Exhale, easing off. Keep the arms where they are. Maybe go a bit further this time if you're up for it. Inhale, going back. Exhale. One more time. And exhale. Release the palms back down by your sides. We're going to inhale, slowly go wide again. Interlace and push upwards. Now we have a lateral movement of the spine. We're going to the right side. Exhale, leaning to the right. Take it easy. Inhale, coming back slowly. Exhale to the left. Inhale back. Exhaling to the right side, maybe going a bit further. Keep the legs grounded though. Push into the balls of the big toes. Inhaling back. Exhale left. Inhale back. Final time to the right. And this time we're going to hold it there. We'll just hold it for about 2 or 3 of those really slow breaths. Keep the legs active though. Really press down into your feet. Now, the next time you breathe in, slowly come back to the center. And then exhale to the left. And we're going to hold it here for a while, breathing deep. The final time you breathe in, slowly come back. Releasing your fingers, exhale, slowly go wide. Palms coming nice, step forwards here, so I've got space to twist. We're going to inhale slowly halfway with the arms. So hands are kind of level with shoulders, more or less. And we again go right side first. So we're exhaling, we're turning to the right, keep the legs active, turn the head at the end of the movement. Inhale slowly back. Exhale left, twisting. Inhaling back. Exhale, twisting to the right. Inhaling back. Slowly, slowly, exhale left. I know it's really easy to speed up on these. You can't do it without meaning to. We're going to inhale back to the center. And then final time to the right side, maybe turning a bit further now. Your sort of head is turned on a similar plane, but you're not, the chin doesn't have to be lowered on this one. You're sort of looking straight ahead, just beyond the fingers as we hold it there. And we start to feel it in the arms. We want to lower them, but we're not going to. We're going to inhale slowly back. Well, this is what in yoga we call tapas, which is we're tapping in, if you like, to our inner heat. We're turning to the left. Keep the arms raised. Turning the head and breathing deep. Very slowly inhale back, and I want you to keep your arms raised for a little bit longer as we breathe deep while I explain what tapas is. So tapas literally means to burn. And in yoga, it's the development of willpower, of self-discipline. And there's a fundamental belief in yoga. It's not really a belief, it's kind of true. If you put yourself into an uncomfortable position like this, not really uncomfortable, but it's challenging, is probably a better word, and you resist the urge to lower your arms, you develop willpower and you become stronger, you become more powerful. There are lots of things that yogis in India do to develop this willpower, this tapas. You get all kinds of practices. So we're just holding a little bit longer. The arms say lower, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to breathe into it. Another idea here is that we're becoming the controller rather than the controlled. So we're not just allowing the body to dictate what happens. We are taking control of our situation. We're going to inhale. One more deep breath. And then as you exhale, very slowly lower your arms. As they lower, relax. Just let the fingers soften. Maybe roll the shoulders back. Wonderful. Now, the next vinyasa. Inhale, arms wide again. Interlace above the head. We've got a half forward fold. So good practice here to lift the kneecaps up so the quadriceps are engaged as we fold forwards halfway. Don't have to go all the way halfway. It could be 45 or going further, but keep those legs, the front of the thighs active. We're going to inhale back up. Exhale, half forward fold. One more time. I'm going to hold it there, breathing deep, looking straight down. Let's inhale slowly back up. Release the fingers and exhale wide. So probably feeling it in the shoulders now. I know I am. All the way back down. We're doing a different vinyasa here we didn't do last week. We turn the thumbs in. We're going to inhale forwards and up slowly. We then fold forwards halfway, or as close to. And now hold it there, and as you breathe in, take your arms out to the sides until your hands are sort of level with your shoulders. It's kind of like swimming in a way, this one. We exhale, bring them back towards the ears. You could be looking down once you've got it. Inhale slowly, arms wide. Exhale forwards. Final time for the hold. Inhale, arms wide. Hold it there, keep the chest open. Feel your lower back lengthening. We're going to exhale forwards one more time. Breathing in to come up. And then we bring the arms forwards and down on the exhale. So we're now getting a bit more heat, tapas, you could say. We're going to inhale the arms forwards, up, halfway. And then exhale, bend the knees, drop down. So a half Utkatasana, inhale, straighten slowly. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale, one more time. This time, hold it there. Keep the arms level. Press the knees against each other. Breathing slow and deep with Ujjayi. On an in-breath, slowly straighten your legs. And then on an out-breath, slowly lower your arms down. Full Utkatasana. Inhale, wide arms up. Interlace, push up. We're going to exhale, bend the knees, going lower this time. Inhaling, straightening. Exhale down. One more. See if you can go that little bit lower on the final one. We're going to hold it when we're there. And then inhale, slowly come back up. Release the hands. Exhale wide. The last vinyasa. Inhale, wide arms up. This time lift the heels at the same time. Push up, so you're on the balls of your feet as you lift up into the palms. And then exhale, lower heels and arms down at the same time. Again. Exhale. Final time for the hold. So we're on the balls of the feet, pressing up, active legs, breathing deep. Last inhale, see if you can lift your heels a bit higher as you push your palms up towards the ceiling. And then release as you lower heels, arms down at the same time, slowly, slowly coming down and relax. Maybe roll back the shoulders and pause for a moment. Close the eyes and see how you feel. Breath could be natural for a moment or two, just while we settle. So this completes the lead sequence in Tadasana, the mountain posture. And now we're going to use that sequence to get us to another posture. So if you step your feet hip distance, the feet pointing forward like train tracks. Inhale the arms up wide. This time we're going to keep the hands shoulder distance. So it's like we've got an inflatable beach ball above the head. And we're going to exhale, we're going to squat again. As low as you want to go. Inhaling up. Exhale down. One more. Slowly, slowly. I know I can see a few of you speeding up. I know it's easy to do. So we hold the final one, a few deep breaths. Maybe go a bit lower. Last breath in, we're going to come back up. Turn the palms away and exhale. Go wide. Now we take the feet a little bit wider, about a meter or a little bit wider than a meter. Turn the feet out 45 degrees, or maybe a bit beyond that if you've got really wide range in external hip rotation, but 45 is probably enough for most people. We're going to inhale, bring the arms out in front. And then we're exhaling, going down. Try and keep the thighs open. So you're trying to get your knees sort of in the direction of ankles if you can. It depends on the shape of your hips. So if your knees are going way forward, don't worry about it too much. We're going to inhale straight and slowly. And exhale down. One more. So goddess posture, quite nice to bring the arms up like that and bring the thumb and the first finger touching. Let's hold it here. If you're up for a challenge, see if you can go a bit lower. See if you can smile at the same time. Now we're going to inhale, straighten the arms and the legs. Exhale, just the arms. And bring the hands onto the waist. Now, if you turn your feet parallel once again, so at the moment I'm a bit more than a meter, but not too wide. I want you to just go a little bit wider, so about another inch or so with each leg. And what we're going to do is keep the left foot pointing forward as we turn the right foot out, and we're now turning out at 90 degrees. You could turn your left heel out slightly as well if you want to. It's not essential. Hands on the waist. So we're going to use the vinyasas to get into more of a held posture. So I'm turning to look at you, but you could turn your head if you want to. You're probably going to look this way to see what I'm doing. Anyway, the hips here, so we don't really want to have them turning as if we're going to do warrior, and it might be challenging for some to keep them flat on in the direction of the screen. So you can actually turn the hips slightly to give you a bit more comfort. Let's take a deep Ujjayi breath in. And when we exhale, we're going to bend that right knee slowly. Now it's ideally on the same plane as the ankle, but it doesn't have to be directly over the ankle. So some people might find that quite challenging. You know, there are versions, so like Krishnamacharya used to do it with the knee actually going further forward. That can be quite challenging for some people on the knee. So I would go maximum above the ankle. We're going to inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Now we're going to hold this leg position. Now this is a great leg position. We get loads of postures from here. The one we're going to do this evening is Tadasana. So if you take your right arm out in front, lift the thumb and bend the elbow, and then carefully lower down so you're resting the middle of the forearm on that thigh. And you can, so like for me actually, I want my legs to be a bit wider for comfort. So you may find you naturally want to widen your stance between the feet. Now from here, you've got options. You could just wrap that left hand around the back of your waist like so. So that gives you a nice opening in the chest. Others will bring the hand up towards vertical. And you could either there turn the palm and go over so you're on the same angle as the leg, or Ashtanga style, they kind of bring it out to the side and up, which is quite nice. From here, once you're there or there, you're kind of turning towards the raised arm. You're turning that left side of the shoulder and the chest. You're sort of spiraling open to look up. And we're going to hold it here. Let's hold a bit longer. Let's go for about 5 or 6 Ujjayi breaths. Now, to come out, we're going to windmill the left arm. So we inhale, windmill back. And Exhale, hands to waist. Whew. Quite challenging. I can feel the sweat building for me. We're going to turn the right foot in, left foot out at 90 degrees. So again, the hips can turn slightly. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bending the left knee. It's good to look at the knee, check it's sort of in line with the ankle, even if it isn't directly over it. We inhale, straighten, and exhale, bend. If it does veer in, don't worry too much. Some people's legs naturally will go in slightly, so it's not essential. So the last time we're there, hold. Raise left arm, lift the thumb, bend the elbow, and drop down. And again, you may want to just widen your stance a little bit. You can wrap the hand around back, open the chest, bring the arm up vertical, or bring it over and across. If you're over and across, you're more or less trying to get the arm on the same angle as the leg as you turn towards the ceiling with the underside of the arm. And we're going to hold it here and breathe deep. As you inhale, windmill back up. Exhale, hands to waist. Turn the left foot in so you've got your feet parallel, both pointing forward. We're going to take a relaxed forward fold. So we're really now, last week we held the forward bend with the wide legs, Prasarita Tadasana. We're not really going to do that tonight for as long. We're using it as a way to come back up to standing. So take a deep breath in, open the chest. With the chest leading, fold forwards and down, and then bring your hands forward. Now, if it's tight on the inside of your legs, bring the hands way forward. That's okay. In fact, it's good to do that because I want you to take some weight into your hands on the floor. You could bend the knees a little bit as well if it's uncomfortable. And then just pause here, take a couple of deep breaths. Now we're going to all soften the knees. Make sure you've got weight in your hands on the floor, and then carefully begin to heel toe your feet towards each other, bending at the knees until your feet are hip distance apart. Pause there for a couple of breaths. Now, if like knee your hands away forward, now walk them back until you can place your thumbs just outside your little toes. On an exhale, bend the knees. Now we're going to sweep up now as we come back up. So knees are bent. Inhale, wide, flying up with the arms like wings. All the way up. Let's interlace while we're there. Why not? Hold it there, looking towards the floor. And then on and out breath. Wide stroke. Back down. We then bring the feet together. And we complete the Krama by again inhaling wide up with the arms. And one more time, we're going to lift the heels and press up and hold it there for a couple of deep breaths. Last inhale, push up, lift the heels. Exhale, lower heels and arms down. At the same time, and spread the fingers. We're going to inhale, lift the heels. Whoops, exhale, bend the knees, and we're going to come all the way down to the ground. Now from here, you could either carefully kneel, if you're a kneeler, if you're happy kneeling, or ease back, take the legs out and find your block. Or not, if you haven't got one. Okay, I'm going to go kneeling. And so we're going to complete this Vinyasa Krama practice with a traditional sequence of pranayamas, which is the way when I learned this method from Srivatsa Ramaswamy, he would always complete with at least 2 of the exercises that we're going to do, sat breathing. So the first one is Kapalabhati, and we do 108 rounds, which sounds like a lot, but it's not. So this time in the Kapalabhati, rather than the scrunched up face at the beginning, really strong, forceful ones, we do them quite passively. So the face remains soft, and it's a bit like this. So short, sharp bursts out, but fairly soft. And we do it in 3 different positions with the hands. First one, it's like that. Then we'll do it like that. And then we do it behind the back, interlaced. And we do 3 sets of 36 to get us to 108. So fingertips on your knees, chin slightly down. So if you're sat cross-legged, you could just have the arms out to the sides of the knees. It does work well kneeling, this one. So let's close the eyes. We'll do it together. 36 gentle pumps. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms away. Deep breath in, bring the arms up, chin slightly down, eyes closed, second sat. Long exhale as you take the arms wide and interlace behind the back. As you breathe in, pull the hands together, down and away, open the chest, chin slightly down, third set. Long exhale. Release and relax. Those of you who are kneeling, it's good at this point to ease out the legs and come into seated. If you were seated before, perhaps change your cross so you're the other way. And we now come into Nadi Shodhana, the alternate nostril breathing. We'll go on just an 8-second or an 8 count this evening. So the breath here is very soft, it's very gentle. It's not ujjayi like we were doing before, and really nice with the eyes closed. So you bring the right hand into Vishnu Mudra, the closed eyes, gently inhale through both of your nostrils. and then close them off. Releasing or half releasing your thumb. Exhale through the right nostril. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, right nostril. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hold the breath in, closing both nostrils. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Releasing left or half releasing left out. Left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hold the breath. Out right. In right. And hold. Out left. In left. And hold. Out right. In right. And hold. Out left. In left. Hold breath in. Out right. In right. Hold. Out left. In to the left. And hold in. Last breath. It's held in a bit longer. Chin slightly down. Chalandra Bandha. Bring the chin back to normal position. Release the nose. And breathe normally again. Now, you may want to change the leg position. We've got one more pranayama, which is Brahmari, the humming bee. And it's a hum, lips closed, a long, long hum of the breath out. 3 times at your own length. So you've all got different lengths, but go for as long a hum as you possibly can each time. And the hand position is Shanmukhi Mudra. So you're going to close 3 fingers over closed eyelids, the thumbs gently close the ears, the little fingers rest. When you get to the end of your final third hum, it's quite nice to just slowly float the palms away, keeping the eyes closed, and rest the palms on the knees. Okay, so we'll all finish at different times, but let's start together. So we're sitting tall, hands ready. Deep inhale, bring the hands up. Closing the eyes, Shanmukhi Mudra. lie down now for a short guided relaxation. You ease out your legs and lie back in Shavasana. Do turn off the lights and wrap up if you need to. And you could either lie in Shavasana or you could have the knees bent. You could lie on one side if that's more comfortable. And you start by just very gently moving your head from side to side a few times to help the neck to relax. And we're going to do 3 gentle sighs of the breath out. So when we sigh, the diaphragm involuntarily releases and lets go. So it's a really, really good way to relax after all that controlled breath work. So if you take a deep inhale through your nose, and then just gently sighing the breath out. Breathing in. And sighing out. One more time. And at the end of that breath, let it go completely. Allow the breath to do whatever it wants to do now. And relax the body. Feel the body getting a bit heavier on the floor. Arms are really heavy. The legs feel heavy too. Imagine the feeling of warm relaxation coming into your toes. So it's a bit like when you have a bath, that feeling. Warm water is coming up through the toes and warming the joints and the ankles. Coming up into the calf muscles, so the calf muscles are relaxing. Warming the knees, relaxing the backs of the legs and the thighs. Warmth spreading into the hips and the pelvis and into the lower back. Imagine the lower back is melting into the floor, releasing. That feeling is moving up through the lower back and middle back, into the upper back. The shoulder blades are melting and the arms feel heavy. And that feeling of warm relaxation coming into the fingers and the palms, the wrists and forearms, elbows and upper arms, shoulders and neck. The head is letting go, head is heavy. And the face begins to relax. The brow softens. The eyelids soften and the eyes sink back. Relaxing the jaw. Softening lips and tongue, throat and chest. And resting in the center of the chest, feeling awareness, the whole of the body as one. Imagine all the muscles in the body now coming into a liquid state, becoming completely relaxed. The whole of the body is relaxing. Whole body is relaxed. Omkaram Bindu Samyuktam Nityam Dhyanti Yogina Kamadam Mokshadam Chavai Om Kalaya Namo Namaha. samyuktam nityam niyanti yogina kamadam mokshadam chavai om karaya namo namaha om shanti 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 Slowly bring awareness back to the body again. Feel awareness of the hands and feet, fingers and toes. And when you're ready to move, start with experimenting with the fingers, just gently wriggling them, the toes. And then perhaps carefully moving the ankles and the wrists backwards and forwards a few times. And then circling ankles and wrists each way. Relax. And then take a slightly deeper breath as you lift your arms up, sweep them right back behind you. Point the toes, reach into the fingertips, a nice big stretch. And as you hold the stretch, take a couple of deep breaths there. So really coming back into the body once again. And then relax as you exhale, let it go. Bring your knees in, roll to one side into recovery position. Just pause there for a moment. And when you're ready, just carefully coming back up into seated position once again. And when you get to sitting, just to wake up a bit more, let's rub the palms together so you get some heat and energy there. Palm the eye sockets. Give the face a little bit of a massage. And the head, a massage too. Just shampooing the skull and the back of the head, and the neck. Maybe give the chest and the belly a little rub. The sides. Leaning forward for a little lower back rub. And then relax. So we finished where we began. But let's bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra. So Anjali literally means palms together. So it's where we get the name Patanjali, the author of the Yoga Sutra. Patanjali kind of means receiving in the palms from above. So we bring the palms together like a relaxed namaste position. Bring the thumbs in towards the chest and just closing the eyes. Again, reconnect with your body. Reconnect with the breath once more. Breathing a bit more deeply. As I said at the beginning, the real aim of yoga is calming the mind. And the best way to do that is through the breath. And the breath becomes steady, the mind becomes steady too. And as we finish this evening's practice, I invite you to join me as I chant the Om mantra 3 times. And we finish this evening's practice by bowing forwards. Carry on. Okay, so thank you all for joining me this evening. Thanks to anyone who's watching on record. And yeah, that's it from me. I'll stop record and then say goodbye to you guys properly. Or you can just go if you want to. You don't have to hang about. Not trying to get rid of you or anything. Oh, stop recording. Sorry, I always